Okay, so super glad to be interviewing this guy who in the recent past has been noted for playing a role in quite a few tracks, the mixing, the mastering, and probably the recording. Joshua, the only other Joshua we know, apart from Vitachi.
Vitachi.
Yeah.
He actually played on the new track.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
the new Downshift track.
Yeah.
Oh, in case you didn't know, he's also one part of Downshift.
Right.
And you need to tell us about your band, man.
So it used to be a band, and then
Used to be.
yeah. So then now it's more of a project where I collaborate with artists.
Right.
So most of the core members still do come in and work most of the time, but it's moved into more of a project where we explore more like a lot of types of genres and try to collaborate with many musicians from across the scene without discrimination at all.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool, man. So I love the fact that you solely put everything together, you mix, you master.
Right.
What's that like to you?
So the necessity to do that comes out of not having cash. So it starts out with me playing guitar and being like, okay, I need to get a track recorded. Then it starts out with, I don't have enough cash to get this track done properly. So what happened those days, you'd go into like a studio with $3,000 and be like, okay, I want to record a track. But then you realize that with 2 hours you can't do your track
Yeah.
justice. So then slowly I realized that I could record with my guitar pedal. So I started off with that, and as time went, I invested in a bit of software and peripheral devices such as like a Scarlett recording interface. So I got into that, and from producing my own tracks, I got the opportunity to record other people's tracks as well. So that's been a fun experience. I
Nice,
like doing
man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure, because production is always exciting.
Right.
There's never a minute where you'd be like, man, I'm so bored of producing tracks.
Right.
That has never ever happened in the history of
Right.
music ever.
And I hope
So-
I like inspire people as well, because there might be a notion that you need a lot of like expensive gear to
No,
get
you
your track
don't.
out as well. But at the end of the day, I realized that if you put the hard work in, that people will, look past the small details and appreciate your music at the end of the day.
So I like how you started off from scratch and were like, man, I'm just gonna get like the little things.
Right.
What were some of the little things that help you make those tracks?
So I say in terms of hardware, my interface would be a big part of that. Getting studio monitors was a big investment. That helped out a lot. Other than that, I think the next step for me is being able to record live drums more freely. In my room it's a bit difficult, and given the inputs that I have, it's a bit difficult, but I guess that's the next stage.
Yeah.
Other than that, vocals, guitars, bass, you name it, I can do it for you.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what do you use?
So as a
As
software,
recording tools and
Okay.
also software.
my main software that I stick to is actually Sona. It's a little bit of a lesser known
Yeah.
DAW, but it's more towards like live band situations, more geared towards that, so it works well for me.
Okay, so what else do you use in terms of equipment?
My mic is a Samson CO2, and for guitar tones I'm a bit unconventional, so most guitarists would prefer to like mic up a guitar amp and all that, but because of my influences, which are new bands such as Periphery and all, who because of the era that we've come up in, they're more geared towards digital, like modeling amps and stuff like that. So I also swayed more towards that side. So I think while old school gearheads will say like, okay, a real guitar amp has it all, the sound that you look for. If you know the sound that you're looking for in your head, and you know where you want to go from this clean guitar track to the final product, and if you put the work in, you can make it sound pretty cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also the plugins, man, that are coming out these days. I think there was this one bundle called, I think it was from the Maserati range.
Right.
I think.
That's Waves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, that had some pretty sweet tones
Yep.
on it. But that, of course, is like a more geekier kind of
Right.
talk. So we're here to get to know about Downshift, and also you had released this track with Joshua.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
So we released a track called Death and Decay, which by the title you'd probably be able to say it's a more metal-ish track, which is my main genre that I listen to. And it started off with a guitar riff that I composed, and then as time went on by, I realized that I'd like to get more artists on it, and I got one of my oldest friends, Shalin the Halpe, who's
yes,
a
Salvage.
guitarist from Salvage. so he contributed a guitar solo. And Joshua Vitachi, who's an acoustic musician, took a step out of his comfort zone and played another guitar solo, and I'm really thankful because he came in with such short notice. Shalinta Rodrigo from Cosmo Gyral, who played bass, and my friend Johan Jayasuriya, who played drums on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's the future for Downshift?
I'm hoping to record more originals like this and put out an EP sooner or later this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my plan for now. And I'm hoping to work with more vocalists because this song was an instrumental. So I'm hoping that the next few tracks would feature vocals on it as well. So I'm open to anyone who'd like to collaborate.
Get in touch with the bro. Yeah. So, no one's seen Downshift even as a project perform live.
Right.
Would this be the year that we see you and possibly like other musicians come out and be like, hey, we're Downshift, check us out?
Definitely. So on the 20th of Jan, I'll be performing along with Shalinda Halpe and a few others at Guitar Fest 2017.
Ah, I've heard about that.
Yep. So we'll be playing this track and possibly playing a few more. So I hope you come for that and support guitarists in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, man, you should, because that's going to be epic. And I love how every year for the last, I think, 4 to 5 years, they've had this constantly in January.
Yep, awesome.
And is there anything that you'd like to tell your friends and fam and fans?
More than anything, to keep a lookout for our music and what I'm putting out, and to spread the word.
That's about it. Sri Lanka, you know where to find this guy.
Yasmin Yusuf. Thank you.
Ciao, Eva.